it will get mean. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 115, I think, of the Snark Tank podcast. Wow, so many of these. Isn't this scary?
Scary is the word you used?
A little bit.
I wouldn't say scary. I would say impressive.
Impressive?
Impressive, yeah.
All right. Tomato, you know what I mean?
All right, yeah.
But I think we've got... I'm in California for VidCon right now, and various other things. So I am outside. Derek has come down with the fabled coronavirus. So he's likely dead.
Yeah, he's done. That's it.
Yeah, he's done for him.
We're putting out applications for the new co-host. He's gone.
Yeah, if anybody wants to join up, let us know.
If anyone. We're taking anyone, the first person that asks, if anyone wants to join the podcast, you're on board. No screenings, no nothing. You're just on board. Come and sit down.
Yeah, it's first come, first serve, I think, is how we should...
Terrifying.
Is how we should handle it.
Could you imagine?
But,
who do you think would be the funniest person to join us?
What do you mean? Just in the event that any one of us dies?
Yeah.
EDP. No?
That would be something. That'd be something.
No, you don't think he deserves a ninth chance?
That would be something.
Everybody. I'm just saying this. Everybody deserves a ninth, 11th, 15th chance.
I think everybody deserves 3 chances. I'd say genuinely 3. Like, you get 3 chances.
3 is a good max.
3 is 3. If you do it 3 times, the 4th time you might change, but I'm going to be very leery towards you. I'm not going to let you in. But, like, after 3, you're just like, hey, dude, look, man.
I'm being entirely performative here. There's no way in hell. like most people, yeah, I'll give most people a handful of chances. But like the second you're an EDP, that's like there's really no no amount of stress worth giving. It's to be associated with that person.
Yo, dude, just go over there, bro. Like, he's just one of those, like, get out of here, man.
I'm so thankful because, like, on a really old episode of the podcast, we were talking about him before any of this shit happened, and Derek was like, I think Derek was like, he's really funny. I was like,
he is.
I don't know
funny,
who he is.
He's deficient.
No, yeah, I know, but like, I remember being like, I genuinely have no idea who that is. I guess I'll check him out. And I'm just glad I didn't say shit like, man, he could do no wrong. But
I wouldn't say that.
Oh no!
He made a whole video about how he shot his neighbor's dog. Someone that makes a video about that is someone I can't immediately be on their side. I'll be like, I'll spectate from a very safe distance.
So speaking of this man, apparently he returned.
Yeah.
Recently, I think he got banned again though.
Thank God.
It was never. He really didn't stand a chance. Like, he was always pretty fucked. I feel like he was never getting out of that alive. But it's so weird that he's like, because he's on these platforms that I've never heard of. He's on watch my videos on Kando.com or whatever the fuck. And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like very bizarre shit that I've never seen before. And he always gets banned, even in the darkest corners of the internet, where like no one should even know who he is. He just gets fucking thrown off.
He should.
I know, but it's crazy that I love that people are just so dedicated to following him.
They're like,
in that way.
There he is again. Get him.
There he is. There's our friend.
He's back for more.
I'm not gonna get into what he did. We all know what he did. I have a video on it. You can watch that. But like, if you don't know by now, like, there's no reason. You're actually blessed, I think, in some ways, to not be caught up on the whole EDP thing. It'll ruin a lot of things for you. I feel like it'll ruin cupcakes for you. It'll ruin content creation.
cupcakes and black
as a whole. And
it ruins cupcakes and black people for you as a whole.
Oh my god! But
there's this video there's this video. Speaking of hilarious shit, right? There's this video that I'm gonna send you right now. That's super funny. There's a video of this one random kid, and he has a very, very stupid haircut. Right? He has a very dumb haircut, and what he does is he says something to a girl, like some kids with his girlfriend, obviously, you know, taking her girlfriend out. They're definitely like no older than 14, 15 years old, right? And this dumb kid comes up to another kid. He's like, can I tell you something? Wow, you're just so beautiful and all this stuff. And the other kid punches him in the face. But what makes it so funny is that the kid that punches him is dressed like Chucky Finster.
I've seen that.
Drops his shit and punches him in the face. He doesn't even drop his beverage. He puts his beverage down.
Yeah, no,
and then punches him in the face.
Dude, I love that video because that's like that video of the dude saying the N-word to that guy and him like decking him, and the black guy is just like super calmly going like, what does he say? Like,
warned you.
Don't call me that, Joseph. It's like so insane.
It's not insane. It's control.
No, but what I'm saying is like it's insane that it carried out that way because usually violence doesn't happen in that way. Like you don't see somebody beating somebody to death with like no expression on their face and saying like sorry. Don't call me that, Lewis.
Dude, he punched. First of all, Lewis was a very small guy compared to the person he was calling that.
It's like when a dog. It's like when a small dog chases after a deer.
And
you know, that's what it reminds me of.
And a deer just stomps him to paste.
A deer will cut you up, man.
Yeah,
a deer will tap dance all over you. If you got a dog and it's fighting a deer, chances are the deer is winning because it's just gonna tap dance your dog into dust.
Yeah, one of my friends got their dog killed by a deer. It was a horrible situation. Horrible, bro.
Yeah,
one of the worst things in my life. It's like they're warriors by nature because dogs are like, oh, we were wolves once, we were kings. We were predators. We were kings once, and they still have the feeling of them being warriors, and then they run into fights and they can't win sometimes.
That is a genuine theory that I have. I feel like that's actually true. Like I feel like there's an assumption that dogs believe that they are still wolves. I think that's why small dogs shake so much. It's because it's like so much energy and so much mass that they perceive, but it's like stuck in this like small body, this like small frame. It's almost like it can't it's almost like Macho Man Randy Savage, how it always looked like his heart was about to explode, and it did. Literally. I think that's literally how he died.
He lost the battle to his own power.
Right.
He couldn't beat himself. He couldn't hold himself back anymore.
But that's what a small dog is like to me. It's like every time they're shaking, it's because they think they are what they were. And they see things from far away and they're like, I'm bigger than that. Look at how small that is. And then they run towards it and then they realize, oh, it's big. It's way bigger than I had anticipated. And then it gets stomped to death.
I learned this thing when I was when I had my last dog. I trained it. And there's actually apparently you're not supposed to, when two dogs are like barking at each other very violently, you're not supposed to pull them away from others. Let them stay there and just like calm your dog down. Because it thinks that its barking makes the other dog go away.
Yeah.
So when like one dog comes and barks at your dog, if your dog starts barking, you're supposed to settle it down and let the other dog do whatever it's doing. Or you can go and you can kick the other dog.
Well, it's like that guy who fucking beat up that kangaroo who had his dog in a chokehold.
He punched it. And I was like, this guy is... If that kangaroo would have kicked him, he would have been gone. It would have been like a Looney Tunes moment.
It's disgusting to see an animal that isn't a monkey put something else in a chokehold. There's something that's really unsettling about that because that's a very human thing.
Yeah, it's the idea. Well, the idea of grabbing onto things is, but like the fact that it does it with its arm, you know,
the fact that it uses its elbow,
it
like
puts
that,
its arm around your neck to hold you there. You know, like that feels like did we invent that? You know, that's like a worthwhile argument to have at that moment. Now it's like, did we invent that?
Oh, yeah.
Did primates invent chokeholds? Or did we see a fucking some ancient kangaroo do it, and we were like, I'm pretty sure we invented it, but it's like, that's an argument that can be had now.
Do monkeys punch?
No.
No, they don't, do they?
They hit. They wallop.
They like slap primarily, right? I would imagine.
I'd assume, yeah.
Or they like grab things and squeeze them to death. I don't think they actually punch. But
They wallop things.
No, but kangaroos clearly chokehold.
Yeah.
Isn't that so weird that monkeys don't punch, but kangaroos chokehold? That is a very bizarre thing to me.
It's a very technique-based thing, you know?
So it's a chokehold?
I'm not, because a choke is just grabbing something.
You can't accidentally chokehold something.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
No, you can't?
Absolutely.
What are you talking about?
You could be wrestling with something, and then eventually you just in a chokehold. You're like, I don't know how this got here. You just hold it into like a very technical one. No, but you could choke something by mistake.
Like a deliberate chokehold. Like
you can't full Nelson someone by mistake. Even maybe sort of you can actually.
Look at that video again. That kangaroo has technique.
I don't know.
That's a smart animal.
I don't know, man.
But they can't be that smart because they're not monkeys or dolphins. You know what I mean? Like I don't think kangaroos are like particularly intelligent.
Are dolphins? It's like dolphins, monkeys, like birds and kangaroos. No, not kangaroos. Dolphins, monkeys, birds, and octopus,
birds aren't.
right?
I don't know if birds are smart.
Ravens are smart, bro. Or crows. Excuse me. Ravens are like famously smart.
Are they smart, or do they just have like really good memories, and they have a unique ability to recite things that have been said to them? You know what I mean?
No, crows are smart, bro. Crows are smart. Parrots are smart. Cockatiels are smart.
Because they use tools, don't they?
The ones that are not smart are like pigeons. Pigeons are stupid.
Yeah.
But even that's an argument. Pigeons are sort of smart. Pigeons cross the street when like the light turns green.
That's not smart. That's just basic instinct.
I don't think seeing a sign turn green is an instinct, Chris.
I kicked a pigeon once.
Oh, I have too.
Yeah.
But I've definitely also been waiting at a light, just like chilling, and then a pigeon walks up and it waits there too, and I'm just like, this isn't happening, right? And then it turns green, and it walks before I walk.
The pigeon turns green?
No, the light turns green in the city, and you're like, this pigeon's walking.
Yeah, they understand. That's evolution. I don't know, man.
It is. You're right. You're 100% right, but that's a very scary level of evolution.
But they're also uniquely the city. Those birds and squirrels are like uniquely adapted to like whatever the fuck's been going on there for a really long time. Like they're not skittish. They weird, fucking
man. Same thing. Rats are smart too.
Rats are smart, but I think fucking Smokey's dressed like a psycho.
Of course she is.
But God, that was so distracting. Why did she do that? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, they're not real. I think I'm going along with the idea that they're not real animals.
What?
They don't exist.
City animals? They're not real, or kangaroos?
Yeah, they're not really animals in the strictest sense.
They're animals in every word, but they're animals that live in an urban setting, so they're different.
They're too symbiotic to be pure. You know what I mean? Like an animal to me is. And by the way, I understand that a dog is an animal, or like a cat is an animal. But there's like a quality to, I think, like a deer or like a fucking giraffe.
So you're saying, I don't think is shared. What you're saying is that they're not wild animals. They're domesticated animals.
No. Because a wild animal implies it's dangerous.
That's not true. That's not true. That's what people. No, beast is dangerous. An animal's not. A beast.
You can own a domesticated beast.
Yes, they become animals. No, they become pets. Wait. No. So look. There's animals. So look, wait. Let me try to stop you.
This is bucket, pot, pail again.
Pot, pail, bucket, bin. So what happens is the whole circle is animals, right? All of them. Wild animals are beasts.
Okay.
And then domesticated animals are pets.
Okay.
But they're all animals, all of them.
But But what is that in between where they're not beasts but they're not domesticated?
You can't. What is that? What animal is that?
Like a giraffe or something.
A giraffe is fucking dangerous.
A giraffe isn't a beast, though.
It is. It's a beast.
I wouldn't describe a giraffe as a beast.
It's a beast, 100%.
No, like a bear is a beast, or like a crocodile is a beast.
A giraffe's a beast, bro. A giraffe will fling its head at you and pop you.
If you're another giraffe.
No, if you're a person, maybe too.
A giraffe isn't going to. I don't even think it
can
can do that. A giraffe will
bite your collar, lift you, and toss you into the air like a graduation cap, and let you fall on the ground and die.
You just flutter in the wind. Did you hear about? Wait, did you hear about that elephant that went to that lady's funeral?
And stomped on her. That was insane.
There's this elephant. Wait, why did that happen? Was she like a hunter or something?
I think it
what
knew.
Happened?
I think it knew. It was like, you bitch, I remember you.
Some woman.
I remember you.
Some woman, I'm fairly certain, got killed by an elephant, and then at her funeral service, the elephant and its friends showed up, destroyed the ceremony, dumped her out of a casket, and stomped the body into dust. It's like a real thing that really happened for real, verifiably news confirms, which is so insidious.
So crazy. That's so crazy. That's so insane.
Can you imagine anyone close to you that happens to?
I'll be like, they did something.
You would trust the elephant?
There's no way that happens by mistake.
You're right. There's no way that happens by mistake.
There's no way. That was a scenario. Dude, oh my God, speaking of caskets. So I was watching a show called I Think You Should Leave Now.
Oh yeah, I Think You Should Leave, Tim Robbins.
Dude, and there's a whole scene where like there's this channel that shows like wild shit, right? And there's this whole scene of like people's caskets falling, the bottom of caskets collapsing, dead bodies falling out of them.
Yeah, it's his new show.
And I was just like, they don't want to let me have this on the channel because I may have showed a penis or a vagina or two, but I don't give a shit. And what makes it funny is that there's literally just the idea of a casket collapsing is so jarring.
That show's great.
Such a good show. Such a good show.
You haven't seen it before recently?
I watched it recently, the whole series. I
think I told you about it. I think I tried to. I think I showed you a clip.
You showed me a few
episodes
and I laughed at it. And I was like, I didn't watch the whole thing. And then I recently watched all of it.
It's really good. I love the hot dog one, and like or what is it? The guy who the teacher who like he keeps he's going to dinner with his students and he's like, that's a good burger.
Let me have your burger.
I'm gonna eat that. I think.
Give me your burger.
It's so fucking that show is wonderful.
There's another really funny one where the
But hold on, before we continue, keep what you have in mind so you don't forget. But I just love the way this is written, the way this has been covered. Elephant kills old woman, then returns to trample her corpse at the funeral. It's no secret that elephants are among the most expressive and emotional animals on the planet, with there being plenty of evidence that these creatures exhibiting happiness, sadness, anger, compassion, love even. But what about murderous intent and vengeance? As it turns out, one particular elephant in India, of course, was capable of that and more, killed a 70-year-old woman and then went back for seconds during her funeral. On June 10th, 2022, the woman named Maya Murmu, who hailed from some village that I can't read, was brutally attacked by an elephant while collecting water. It was no reason. It was actually just straight up no good reason.
Look, I don't believe it. She might have done something. She had to do something. Elephants are my favorite animal. There's no way an elephant did that. Because if elephants did shit like that, this would not be the first time we're hearing about this.
Well, it probably isn't. You know what I mean?
We would have heard about it.
It's in India, though. Like,
we would have heard about it, Chris. Come on. Come on. An elephant showing up. Chris, an elephant showing up to attack someone again. That would have made mass consciousness. I don't care what anybody says.
Maybe. Look, I think it's possible that this has been happening for centuries.
It's possible, but this is definitely not a common thing.
Well, the smarter animals are, and elephants are pretty smart, I think.
I think they have really good memory, and I feel like that's kind of a notch for intelligence.
I feel like I feel like I've seen them like pull pranks and shit. You know what I mean? And like I've seen them like use tools. Like they are smart. And it is fairly, I mean, it's not necessarily correlative, but it tends to be that the smarter animals are also the most unhinged. Dolphins.
Oh no,
for
they're
example,
extremely smart actually.
Yeah, like dolphins, for instance, are obviously, like everybody knows, they're serial rapists. Monkeys will, do the same shit. Elephants, I guess it wouldn't surprise me if for no reason they were just like, we're going to assassinate this woman and then fucking
then make sure she's gone. Then we're going to show up later and finish the fucking job.
That means they knew when the funeral was.
That means one of them was laying in wait, just watching, like,
Watching. You imagine being stalked by an elephant? Can you imagine how that would feel? Especially,
Dude,
no, hold on. Imagine you're these relatives of this woman. Your grandmother was just slaughtered by an elephant. They run away. You take her home. You start planning funeral arrangements, and every so often you look into the trees, and there's an elephant looking at you. And then it goes away. Every like couple hours it comes back. You see it in a different place every time. It's like The Ring. It's like The Grudge or whatever, where it's just like it shows up. And then at the funeral, while it's happening, it comes back and makes itself known.
It comes
and
in,
dances.
It starts flipping stuff. It grabs a person, shoves it into the floor. An elephant grabs by with his trunk, shoves him into the floor like a carrot. Just puts him in the ground, steps on him afterwards.
Grabs a guy by his legs, dips his head in a fire, and starts smoking him like a cigarette. That's what I want to see. They should make a movie about this, actually.
Elephants, the rogue elephants.
Is there a video of this? I would love if this is on video, man.
I feel like that would have went viral if it was on video.
An elephant trampled a. There's a video.
No way! I can't believe that.
Oh no! It's just the aftermath. This looks like Iraq. this elephant Iraqed a village.
Really?
This looks devastating.
Put it in the Discord so I can watch it afterwards. I want to see that.
Yeah, hold on.
I want to see this elephant one-man army this village.
How the hell do you do that? That looks like grenades did that. Not even grenades. Grenades aren't even strong enough to do that.
Yep, you ever seen an elephant size, Chris?
I sent it to you on Twitter.
Elephants are huge, dude. They're gigantic.
I guess so.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess they could just like walk into things and cause that kind of damage.
Oh my god.
Doesn't it look like a fucking drone strike?
It looks like a war zone.
Looks like a painting by Barack Obama. It's Looney Tunes. But we don't have to get into that.
It looks like Tatooine minus the sand. Just destroyed.
Just dirt and rock. By the way, I haven't seen Obi-Wan. You haven't finished it either,
I've finished
right?
the finale. I've seen every episode up until the last one now. I'm watching the last one tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a show.
I liked it. It had some problems, obviously. Nothing's perfect. But it was fun. It was fun, and it catered to the fans that liked it before. And that's all that matters. I don't care what the rest of the world says. It's like, oh, is this dumb? Is this bad? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Well, at least I don't have to recast anybody like DC has to do now.
He was their last hope, dude. Ezra Miller was DC's last hope because everyone kept like leaving or being transferred over, and this motherfucker went just villain mode. It
is insane. He became just a straight up supervillain. He like went around assaulting people in Hawaii. He was like breaking into people's houses, cursing at him, and now like I think he abducted like an 18-year-old or something.
I don't know exactly what happened. I want to check out what happened exactly.
But he's definitely being like that Flash movie is just like now everybody's like, what the fuck do we do? Like, what the hell do you do with that? That's like when Kevin Spacey was in that movie and they had to like digitally like replace him with that other guy. But like he wasn't a main character, you know? So like that's got to be like really tricky. I don't envy those people, but like at the same time, like how do you fuck up so consistently?
He's just a bad kid.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller is
that person. I keep seeing them referred to as like they or something. Like I don't really know.
I think Ezra's a they them.
Whatever. That person is out of their fucking mind.
Whatever,
dude.
that
Like
person.
that guy, whatever the fuck, he needs to be put in like a box, and like maybe like pumped full of chemicals or something.
He needs to be sealed away like a villain, bro.
It's a very unstable person. Like and by the way, I saw a lot of weird things too, where it's like, people treating it like, oh, look, this is exactly how these, they people are. And it's like, this is like the first Psycho, really, that I know of.
People say dumb shit. People say stupid shit all the time. Look,
it'd be like John Wayne Gacy's a white male, so like, what do you say about that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just very dumb. But like that, I don't know, man. Like just the fucking story. Like imagine if Tobey Maguire did this.
Will you imagine?
In the 2000s. Like, imagine if, like, right off of Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire kidnapped a clown and beat it to death or something. or like he fucking... Actually, that'd be fine.
Could you imagine if they found Tobey Maguire with a dead clown in his trunk? Could you imagine how absurd that would have been? That would have been the last comic movie. I think if he would have done that and then that would have happened, there would have been no more comic movies. Like, we can't do this with them.
I don't know, man. DC just can't seem to fucking do it. They just can't figure it out. And also, no more, by the way,
Affleck no more.
Have you heard about?
They're just in a spot. They're in a predicament right now, and I don't know what they're gonna do.
I'm burping. Have you seen anything about this Spider-Man Lotus?
So I saw that suit, and the suit looks really good, actually. Spider-Man Lotus it's a really good looking costume. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. I wonder where this is going to lead. And then you find out the Green Goblin is he's the Green Goblin that we made up. The Green Goblin we talk about is the Green Goblin ended up being there. He was a fucking bigot. He's a bigoted Green Goblin. It's funny
but Spider-Man,
fits.
but it's not even Green Goblin. It's Spider-Man and the director.
Well, I thought it was Green Goblin who was the problem.
No, it was all of them. Every single character. I don't know what happened exactly. Because when I see things like this, I'm like, all right, what is it really? Is this guy like doing some Nick Fuentes shit, or is he just like... Because I don't know. Like whenever I see somebody using like a soft A, you know what I mean, in like a group chat...
You know, like I'm like
that's not a racist. It's like an ignorant, insensitive person. Maybe
it's like maybe you shouldn't, but at the same time, it's like that doesn't mean racist. It's not where I go.
I used to tweet the soft A, like just like straight up, like on Twitter publicly.
So what?
I think it's still there if you want to find it.
So what, man?
But that's what I'm saying.
I used to tweet the soft A. I used to tweet it regularly. You just tweet it that word sometimes.
It would usually just be it's such a good sentence enhancer for certain jokes. Like if somebody's just saying some baffling shit and they have like an anonymous avatar, you don't know who the person is, you just like soft A what? It's just such a good response. Especially in 2009 when nobody gave a shit.
Oh my god. You can call somebody to hard R in 2009 he'd be free. He'd be safe. You just call him like, well, there's the internet.
But I think, like, I don't know, based on what I've seen, it's like just really weird uses of it. It's like very bizarre.
Is it like a diabolical mind being like,
Let me look up so I know exactly what
they congregate here. Don't you know that?
Yeah. Talk a little bit so I have so I have time to look for this.
They them congregate here. They them the blacks.
They, them, the blacks. Spider-Man Lotus, racist. Okay. Let's see. Spider-Man Lotus, Peter Parker actors, racist, homophobic remarks resurface. Okay, let's see.
How long ago was this? Also, what is Spider-Man Lotus exactly?
It's like a Spider-Man fan film that I'm not sure what this. But John Watts apparently like was talking about it because it was like a big. Yeah. It was like a big Kickstarter where it got like a lot of. It raised a lot of money. It was honestly like I had seen bits of it and I thought it was kind of neat that it was happening because it was like, oh cool, a Spider-Man fan film that could be interesting. And the fact that Disney was like letting it happen, you know, that was also kind of cool. That doesn't really happen nowadays. Like you can't just do that type of shit
because of shit like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because shit like this.
But it usually like the last time I can remember something like this happening was with
Uncharted
Halo
thing, right?
and. Well, Halo. Well, yeah, but that was more like I mean, that was Nathan Fillion. You know what I mean? Like that was like real people. But like the last time I can remember that happening or something similar was like with Red vs. Blue, when Red vs. Blue became a thing and they were just using Halo. Where the fuck can I not find these? Are these even real? Is this fake?
They got rid of them instantly.
No, but surely they would. They would have screenshots of. Are you serious?
I hope so.
That's so insane that they. So they're not going to show them? I'm looking at like articles that are covering this, and they don't even have screenshots of the things.
That's how it works, man.
That's so annoying. Additionally, Bert showed an Instagram screenshot that displayed Gavin himself using racist, ableist, homophobic language. Where is it?
How bad could it have been, you know? What could he have said? Yo, come on, man.
This is the thing that makes me a little bit skeptical now, actually, because like
if anyone saw my tweets, man, that's not. If anyone saw my group chats, they'd be like, "Whoa, bro."
No, but what I mean is like if it really was bad, then why not show it? You know, like that's how I feel about it. Where it's like, why not just show it if it's that bad? Like if you're not showing it, it implies that it's not that bad. That's the implication. Oh my god. I guess there's just nothing. Sorry guys, I'm not finding anything.
There has to be
it's
something.
all just
I think
bullshit.
I found it.
Did you find it? This is so stupid.
My president is serious in advanced encounters. Nothing has to be prepared me for it. Well, this is an apology.
Yeah, but there's like
I want to see what you said, brother.
Yeah, well,
I want to see what you said, brother.
I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards now that like it's probably not that bad.
I wouldn't say that. I don't think it would have got derailed if it wasn't that bad.
No, things get derailed for things that aren't that bad all the time. You remember the James Gunn thing where he got fired and rehired by Disney?
I mean, his shit was pretty bad, but it's his.
Not in the context of 2009 Twitter, though.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
But it was not a good look.
No, but I don't know. That's annoying. That bothers me.
I would have gone over it.
I
would have gone up like whatever, you know, shit happens. People say shit, you know.
If anything, the Green Goblin should be racist. That's the
exactly.
One thing
he should be racist.
Maybe not Spider-Man. Spider-Man probably not. Probably
the Green Goblin should look at Miles and laugh and then say something very racist and be like, whoa, that's crazy, but it fits. It's on brand. You are the worst.
Yeah. Maybe it is really bad and I can't find it, but like I'm just saying, like if I was writing an article about it and trying to show how bad it was, I would simply show it. You know, it's not really.
I want you to see how graphic this murder was. And it's on the front page of a magazine. Cosmo, the front page of Cosmo is some person being dismembered. It's like a hologram of it. You can flip it back and forth.
Well, that is historically kind of important for anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when that book of photos of like people living in like the tenement buildings in New York City, like early in the 1900s, when that came out and everybody was like, "What the fuck? That's happening." And they had to like put in air shafts and all that shit. The same thing with the fucking Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Like,
they didn't have his face on front page though. Did they?
They did.
It wasn't in news. It wasn't in Mac. Well, that never mind. That makes sense.
No, it wasn't. It was on the front page. Like just like right there for you. And I think that's the argument that a lot of people are using about the Uvalde thing. Like I feel like nobody wants to see that, but at the same time,
you kind of have to see that.
I think that's probably the only time. I think if people see it, I feel like more people would actually care. Because it's kind of, because I don't know, you see a school shooting and really your only assumption is, oh, it's the first thing that comes to mind is like usually like a helicopter shot of the the outside of a school.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't really think of, like, actually how fucked it is. And by the way, speaking of Uvalde, I know it's not exactly funny, but I think information came out recently that showed timestamps and security footage of police early on with riot shields and shit. But they were waiting for backup, so that's
so
cool.
ridiculous. So ridiculous. Such a Three Stooges of a fucking situation.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever seen everybody unanimously shit on cops. Like, I have never seen that in my life. Ever. Usually it's always some weird split.
All the they're like, police officers are necessary. They're the best guys ever. And it's like, bro, eat dick and die. Like, fast. Like, rapidly digest penises and pass away. Cool.
Well, look, man. I got cops in my family. I get it, but, like,
I do too, but also, like, cops suck. And they know they suck.
I have my family's very, very military. Like, I have a lot of military people in my family because it's just, like, what we did because we didn't have generational wealth or opportunity. So we joined the military, and, like, all of them agree also. Like, they're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Every cop, even cops agree. Even other cops are like, I was kind of shisty.
Yeah.
I have at least,
I
have 4 close cousins that are cops. I had 2 of them that when the Floyd thing happened, they were like, yeah, we're not going to work for like a few weeks. And then other ones are just they're like in fucking Atlanta or something like that. So if they don't go to work, they're probably going to get killed. So they probably go to work for safety.
I don't know. I feel like there's this kind of tough guy mantra that a lot of cops. There was a cop content creator who used to follow me, and then I made like one criticism of like just generalized cops, and he just unfollowed me. I was like, what the fuck?
A cop?
You followed me because you thought I was pro cop?
Me? Are you foolish?
I just don't hate you, or like my uncles, or like whatever. Like, it's not like, what do you fucking mean?
You made a joke. He was like, I don't want to be here anymore, Chris. I don't think that joke was funny.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Chris. That wasn't funny.
I have to go lift the same weights that I've been lifting for ages and not seeing any results. Let's see. What else do we got here?
What else happened?
What else do we got? I don't know, man. It's been a really slow week, but also, you know how this goes. Tomorrow, the day that this podcast comes out, the crazy shit's gonna happen.
Of course, Sunwell's gonna happen. The sun's gonna land from the sky. Aliens are gonna show up. We're gonna something's gonna happen. We're gonna be like, whoa, we didn't talk about this on the podcast, and it's gonna be a week late like usual, because that's just how. That's how
some crazy shit's gonna happen. Like, Obama's gonna finally tell us his last name, or like Zendaya's gonna, explode or something. Like some crazy shit.
Finally, he's gonna be like, my name is Barack. Oh, damn it! And he's gonna disappear.
He kind of is gone. I don't know where the fuck he is.
He's not gone. He's teaching people about drone strikes.
He's teaching people. He's a drone strike class.
No, did you see? Hey, me. This is my dog, Bo. Woof.
Did you see fucking what's his face?
Joe Biden fall off.
Oh yeah, Joe Biden fell off his bike.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine? I want you to really imagine here for a moment. Joe Biden dies on a bike.
He falls off and dies.
He falls off and dies. He's not even assassinated or nothing. He just dies falling off a bike. And that's his legacy.
It's as simple as that. It's so simple. It's so simple that we've all been in his mind. Like, I will be fine. And he falls off. He hits his head a little too hard. He's gone.
I gotta get a bike. I want to get like one of those electric bikes. I was at Markiplier's house, and he has these fucking crazy fucking bikes. These like electric bikes that aren't even really that expensive. And I was looking at them, like, what the fuck?
At Markiplier's house, okay. And continue. And what else happened?
That was I mean, I was just chilling, but like he had these bikes that he was showing us, and he was like, oh yeah, it's like $2,000 for these things. It takes 5 hours to charge, and like he's get big beefy wheels. And I'm just like, that's pretty good. It's like a 5-hour charge for 40 miles, which like most places that's not great, but like in a city,
that's not bad.
That's pretty fucking good, man. Like, it makes me wonder, like, why I even bothered with a car.
Everybody had one, that's why.
Well, it's groceries was my thing, because I don't like going to the grocery store twice a week.
Well,
do you remember when we were like? Do you remember when we were living like walking distance from that Ralph's?
That was
and we would
so
just go...
convenient. That was so convenient.
It was, but we would go to the grocery store every 3 days because we would only bring what we could hold.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was not ideal.
I don't know.
That was during a. By the way, that was during a drought. So that was like when it was seethingly hot, like stupid.
I'm pretty sure we're still in a drought. I'm pretty sure Cali's still in a drought.
No, there's mosquitoes now. That's how you know it's gone.
There's mosquitoes then too.
No, there weren't.
Yeah.
No, I remember specifically because when I lived out here, I was like, oh, I don't wear shorts in summertime. I never did because the mosquitoes would just eat my fucking legs in New York. And then I remember people like, what's wrong with you? Just fucking wear shorts. There's no bugs here. And I was like, what do you mean there's no bugs here? It's like, there's roaches and shit, but they don't know bugs. I was like, all right. And so I wore shorts out here. And I didn't get a bug bite once. I didn't get a mosquito bite in California until 2017, 2018. When we moved into that place that I shouldn't say the address of.
The second one or the third one?
The one with the roaches and the pool. We lived in the pool house.
Yep.
That one. That's when I started noticing bugs. Like, for real. Like,
I feel like I notice them always, really. Like, I don't usually get bit by mosquitoes or anything. I usually, like, they just stay away from me, thank God. I don't know all my hatred probably repels them to a certain degree. But I'm usually not bit by bugs so often. Like, I have maybe one bite this whole entire year so far.
I don't know what it is, man. They like my blood. I don't know what it is. Is there, like, a thing that makes you, like, more appetizing to bugs?
I don't know, man. They just want to be me. They want to be me so badly.
But wouldn't they bite you if they did?
Maybe. They want to be me. They're like, oh, I want to be you.
Shut up. You're not saying anything.
Well, they want to be like me. They want to be like me. You know, just like me. Oh my God. They want to walk like me, talk like me. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh. I want to walk like you, talk like you. You know,
we have to talk. We have to talk about this. We have to talk about this because this is something that's come to our attention recently because a friend of ours, Mick, brought it up to my attention. I think to you as well.
Is it? But let's hear it.
No, well, you know, because we had this conversation. You might not know what I'm getting at until I'm saying it, but like I think you could piece it together based on what you just said. I'm sure most of us remember the Jungle Book. I'm sure most of us remember what the Jungle Book was, like Shere Khan and like Mowgli and fucking Baloo and all those fucking ooh, I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh.
King Louie, King Louie the monkey.
King Louie, yeah, all that shit. Everybody remembers the Jungle Book. And then our friend Mick, Rice Pirate, he says to me specifically, before I brought it up to you guys at your place, he says, have you ever seen Tailspin? I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then he shows me this show about like a bear and he owns like a cargo shipping company. He flies a plane. And I'm like, oh yeah, I think I vaguely remember this cartoon animated animal, like, it's an anthropomorphic animal show on Disney. Like, of course, like whatever. Yeah, Tailspin. And then I realize very quickly that show is that's supposed to be the Jungle Book people.
It's a spinoff. It's a spinoff of Jungle Book, literally.
But that's insane.
I remember watching Tailspin. I remember watching Tailspin when I was younger, and I'd be like, "Oh, I like this show a lot. This is cool." And then come to find out that it's based off of like every character, isn't it? Except for like Mowgli and Bagheera. Other than that, everyone is in it, and it's like, okay.
It's just such a like the gorillas are in suits with like magnums. They're shooting guns.
They have like Tommy guns.
Baloo has goggles. He's flying a plane. It is so strange. That's like a Lion King spinoff where Timon and Pumbaa are on Broadway or something. Where like it's so divorced.
They're on Broadway in separate shows, bro. They're not even on the same show with each other. They're on separate shows. One's on Les Mis, one is on the Newsies. They're like, what the fuck? Why is this happening?
It's so weird to me because, like, I just remember... I guess the Jungle Book doesn't have, like, super distinct character design in comparison to, like, the Lion King, but, like... I could have...
You gotta... It was literally Baloo. It was literally him. I was like,
yeah,
I watched this show. How did I not know this?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like it has nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with the Jungle Book. Like, I just remember it being like, oh, generic animals in planes. I didn't realize it was a fucking spin-off for no reason.
Generic animals in flight vehicle.
That's a pitch.
No, it's not.
You know what
so
that is,
silly.
Though? That's a symptom in the 80s of something that we only think of as, like, a modern problem. The idea that, like, new IPs can't exist without being, like, kind of, like, forced into the existing framework of already popular media. Like, everybody's like, oh, you know, this, like, all these movies that, like, were original screenplays that just get forced into, like, oh, this is a Matrix movie now. You know?
This is a movie about dogs now. It's about, I don't know, Amy Schumer somehow. Yeah, it's like...
Yeah. That's what happened with fucking Prey. Like, Prey has nothing to do with Prey at all. Like, there's nothing to... Do you remember Prey? Do you remember the original Prey?
Not even slightly.
2006. It was like a first-person... you played as, like, a Native American in, like, this gas station or bar or something. And, like, you get abducted by aliens, and then you're just, like... It just becomes a first-person shooter, and you're just going through portals and shit. And it's, like, really... It's cool, honestly. Like, I remember thinking it was awesome. But then, like, in 2017... Arcane was like, "Hey, we're building an immersive sim. It's like a System Shock type deal, and you know, it's like that kind of a game." And they're like, "Oh, cool. We don't have the Shock license, so you're gonna call this Prey." And they were like, "What?" Like, even in the game, it has nothing to do with Prey. You are not the prey in Prey. There's no prey at all.
What? None at all.
Prey's about mimics and shit.
Not one little bit.
No, it's prop hunt.
That's so ridiculous. Oh my god.
It happens a lot, though.
Yeah, things don't make sense. That's kind of
that's just the way it is.
How we're pushing through.
Let's get to some questions.
All right, before we do that, let's have a word from our sponsors. Today's episode of the Snark is going to be sponsored by ExpressVPN. So have you ever used incognito mode? Well, incognito mode is not quite as incognito as you probably think. And why would it be? Chances are the browser you're using has made a fortune by tracking your online movement. And what's funny is that when you ask these big tech companies, like, "Hey dude, why are you collecting my user data?" They comment with, incognito mode does not exactly mean invisible. So, like, how do you actually keep yourself as invisible as possible online? Well, like me, you use ExpressVPN. Turns out that even in incognito mode, your online activity still gets tracked, and data brokers can buy and sell it as they please. One of these huge points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP address to uniquely identify you and your location. But with ExpressVPN, your connection gets routed through an encrypted server, and your IP address is masked. Every time you connect to ExpressVPN, you get a random IP address that is shared by many other ExpressVPN users. That makes it harder for third parties to identify you and harvest your data. And best of all, ExpressVPN is super easy to use, no matter what kind of platform you're on. You can use it on a phone, you can use it on a laptop, even on smart TVs. And what makes it so crazy is that all it takes is one click of a button and instant protection, dude. So if you really want to go incognito and protect your privacy, secure yourself with the #1 VPN. That's ExpressVPN/SnarkTank. And get 3 extra months free. That's ExpressVPN/SnarkTank. Go to expressvpn.com/SnarkTank to learn more. And we'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace. Thanks again, ExpressVPN.
Thanks to that sponsor. Boy, howdy, are we glad to have them.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, those guys.
Pow, pow, pow. All right, let's get to these fucking questions.
All right. The Papini Brothers Emporium of bullet-filled uncles wrote, and he says, "What's up, my tank trifecta? Not sure if you guys have answered this question before, but here goes nothing.
Let's hear it.
What is your favorite final battle music from a video game? For me, it's definitely Sonic Adventure 2's final song, Live and Learn. The song definitely adds to the rush of the final battle. Thanks for the laugh, my dudes."
There's the music that plays in the end of Halo 3.
That's a good one.
There's, oh my god, the music during Red Dead 2 when you're trying to get Micah and freaking, Micah and Dutch.
That is pretty good.
There's obviously
Final battle music.
The classic Mario's music as well. There's so many.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to kind of narrow down.
I knocked my Switch off my desk, sick. But there's a lot, dude. There's a few good There's one really good Pokemon one where when you fight Lance in Gold and Silver, it's the original like champion theme, but it's like fucking metalified. It's really fucking good. There's the theme for Devil May Cry 5 where you're fighting Virgil. There's so many. There's like a lot. There's a lot of them, but I'm sorry. I can't pick one.
Yeah. I think Doom Eternal has a great one.
Ooh,
good. At the end.
At the end of Ancient Gods too. Did you finish Ancient Gods yet?
I did not finish Ancient Gods.
Oh.
I finished part 1, but I didn't finish part 2.
At the end of part 2 there's a really cool boss fight.
Oh damn it. Yeah, I got to get into it. But yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is, it's like when I think of the best soundtracks, the final battle is always pretty good, but like there's always like something that's better, you know what I mean? Like it's the final battle music is very rarely the best track in the game.
Final battle music in JRPGs they have really good final track music. I would say that JRPGs excel at that. That final like freaking the final music for when you're fighting Sephiroth, when he pulls you back into the planet and you have to fight him one more time when he has his shirt off. And you want to lose, he has his shirt off, and you're like, man, this is really good final boss music. Or like Persona
my thing, I
has
think,
some really good ones too.
I mean, I hate to be a predictable person, but I do think that Warthog run at the end of Halo 3 is really good. Even if it is just the theme, it is the theme to the game. So it's a little cheating, but I think it works really, really well for what it's trying to do. But also, I remember Portal 2, the ending of Portal 2 having a really good soundtrack too, but I can't remember what it's called.
Very good also. Portal 2 is amazing.
Portal 2 is like, I haven't played that game in so long, but I really should. Yeah, I think it's Bombs. Yeah, it's called Bombs for Throwing at You.
Portal in general is a fucking fantastic experience.
Portal's awesome. But I never played Sonic Adventure 2 though, so I
know Live and Learn is great. You know Live and Learn though.
Uh-oh, we got a motorcyclist. What's up? He's too far. Damian Sawyers wrote in. Says, "Hey Chad, Chatter, and Chattist. Have you guys played any of the Silent Hill games? I don't think you guys have ever talked about them, and if you haven't played them, they are fantastic horror games and worth going back to." Nice bike! I think I have not played any Silent Hill, actually.
Really?
Yes. Well, not to completion. Like, I've played a little bit of everything.
I played Silent Hill 2, I played Silent Hill 3, and that's it.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of the worst ones. I played, like, Homecoming.
Oh, I don't know about that. I played the PS1 versions of them. Those were really cool.
I played a little bit of the PS1 versions of them. And I liked the PS1 version of it from what I played, but I think the disc I had was, like, super scratched because I think I got caught in a loading screen and it didn't... it was just like you couldn't progress past that loading screen. So... that was it. So that was my only experience with Silent Hill, really, outside of Homecoming, which I thought was like, whatever. I've always been curious about it. I feel like I just wish there was like a proper remake of those games because I feel like
they deserve
they're
it.
kind of, they're on that cusp of like being too old to play. You know, like I feel like the original Metal Gear Solid is there too, where it's like that game's just too old.
PS1 games deserve remakes. Like PS1 if a PS1 game gets a remake, I'll be like, all right, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain about that. Like it's at that time where it's hard enough to get them. They look old enough that it's like, all right, this warrants a remake now. You know, like PS1
it's not like
and 64 games. They
it's
warrant
not like
them. You know, like all right.
I don't know. I feel like PS2, PS1, or specifically PS1 is that point in time where it was just like, I think certain games hold up. I genuinely think Crash Team Racing still plays like really, really well. And like I was playing Ape Escape, and I think that plays about as well as it can. I don't think a remake could really do much of anything to that game. That game still plays wonderfully. But Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid 1, those could need you could touch those up. You could touch those up.
It wouldn't be the worst. It wouldn't be the worst thing to do.
It wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
It'd be more sensible to do that than like remake Last of Us or something like that. But whatever.
Let's go to this next one. By Odin's Fade. Wondering if Sween has seen the new What If comic starring Miles Morales as Thor and what he thinks of it. Just so you know, my name is a real line that Miles says in said comic. There's no way that's real. He does not say by Odin's Fade.
He does. He says by Odin's Fade. I read it.
He says that?
Yes.
Why, I guess, is the question that I have.
Now, look. Conceptually, Miles Morales as Odin is cool.
As Thor.
Sorry, as Thor looks really cool. In fact, some people really dislike the costume. I think he looks amazing. I love it. I love him with the arm tattoos. I love all of the fucking swag. Like he has the fucking the fucking red, black, and white fucking Nikes on. I think he looks really cool. But there are some parts that I feel like the writer didn't understand either part of the story very well. And he was like, what would this sound like? And he just made it sound like it. I don't think the person was being racist per se, because I know some of the old Thor stuff, he sounds like a Shakespearean guy, so he kind of talks in rhyme and stuff like that. So I could understand how people could be like, yo, do you not understand that you're kind of making the black boy rap is a problem? But I thought they could have done a better job.
Yeah.
As far as I'll go with it. I think it could have been done better, I think. For some reason, everyone is making Miles not speak Spanish in his comics. It's kind of bothering me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, he speaks Spanish in his regular comics. Like, Miles speaks Spanish in, like, the rest of his comics. But for some reason, anytime he does something else, there's never any... His last name is Morales. Like, let him speak Spanish, you know?
Yeah, it's always the part that gets thrown away. It's always the part that gets forgotten.
It's unfortunate, dude. I hate it. I hate it, dude. As someone that is the same color as that guy and is Hispanic, it's really aggravating how little his Puerto Rican heritage is shown in some things. But in other things, like the video game and Into the Spider-Verse, they do a very good job expressing his Puerto Rican culture, which I respect.
They do, yeah.
Especially in the game. In the game, they go in with it. 100%. That is a Puerto Rican boy.
Mojave Scribe wrote in. He says, "Hello, punk rock Mace Windu, angrier Saw Gerrera, and Puerto Rican Luke Skywalker. I'm a first-time patron to anything, and a first-time question asker. Welcome. I could have sworn I've seen your name before, though. Mojave Scribe seems familiar. I know not all of you are huge fans of Star Wars, but I was wondering if you have seen the Clone Wars animated series and your takes on the show. I personally think Chris would enjoy the series more than the actual movies. Thanks for the hours of laughs. Love you, boys. Keep up the good work."
I think the Clone Wars is amazing, but I think it's a show for a Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
like it's a show like that. Like the same thing with Bad Batch. I think Bad Batch is also amazing, but it's a show for a fan of Clone Wars. And so a fan of Clone Wars is a fan of Star Wars already. So there's like layers of stuff, because if you see the prequel series, right? And you'll be like, all right, there's the whole entire Clone War that happens. Anakin comes back. He has like long hair and he's about to go to his fall. And you're like, oh, what happened to Anakin that he's like so different now? You know, why is he so revealed as like a hero? And you go back and you watch all the Clone Wars and you see the introduction of Ahsoka Tano. You see all of like the interworkings, everything that's going on during the Clone Wars. So I think it's amazing. I love it. In the beginning, it's a bit slow, but as a Star Wars fan, I'm fine with that. Right. Because it's expanding the universe. And I love it. And I think you would like it if we watched it together. Like if you watched it with more than one person, you probably have a good time watching it.
Probably.
But I don't know if you'd like it by yourself. I know Derek likes the Clone Wars too.
I gotta say something. This isn't Star Wars related, but it's about a TV show that I can't get out of my fucking head, because now it's happening on Twitter as well, and that bothers me immensely.
What?
I recently, out of sheer curiosity, I was with Mick and a couple friends of ours. We were kind of just scrolling through television, scrolling through Netflix specifically, and we found this show called The Pentaverate. And The Pentaverate is a show that Mike Myers has created. It's a show in which he does his typical Mike Myers thing where he plays like 40 characters in the same show. It's like a bunch of impressions and a bunch of accents. And, it's Austin Powers type shit, right? Except it's very bad. It's very, very terrible. It is some of the worst shit I've ever seen. Like, it's literally like they're in Canada or something, or he plays like a Canadian reporter, and there's a whole joke where he goes like, I think, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then the person he's talking to was like, well, I'm sorry that you're sorry you feel that way. I was like, don't be sorry that I feel that way. I'm sorry because you're sorry that I'm sorry that I feel that way. Because it's Canadian and they say sorry. It's like that's the type of joke that is littered throughout this fucking show. And the pitch of this show...
What is happening?
I'm going to keep going because I hear Sweeney and he's a fucking asshole. The pitch of this show... Shut up, Sweeney. This is totally fine. You're speaking through it. I'm disconnecting on his end, but like we're still recording. So it's this show where the premise is, it's what if the Illuminati were good people? And that's the entire fucking premise of the show. The entire premise of the show is, what if the Illuminati were good people? And it's so fucking baffling to me. Because the whole show, first of all, that's not a good enough twist on a premise. You know what I mean? That's not a good enough twist on an idea. Or just be like, oh, it's pirates, but they're nice people. Like that's not a good twist. But the Pentaverate is so uniquely terrible that I can't grasp it. I cannot fucking understand how this show is getting positive reception, and it's getting tons of positive reception from people. Like every YouTube video I've seen reviewing it has done this exact thing where it's like, oh hey, the Pentaverate, oh Mike Myers has still got it, and I'm left confused because me and everybody that was watching it were just like, this is terrible. And then we go on YouTube and everybody loves it, and then I share on Twitter how bad it is, and everybody, like, well not everybody, but like a lot of people disagree. They're like, oh, I disagree. It's really good Mike Myers. And I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe I just don't like Mike Myers. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just not my speed at all. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't even know where to begin with this, because if you are listening to this on audio, you don't know what just happened. But if you're looking at this on video, then you very much are aware of what happened. And that is, we run into some technical difficulties. My connection was fucked, and, Derek is sick with COVID, and then Sweeney left to Vegas. So, it's just me. It's just me from here on out. This is an unintentional solo episode of the podcast. This has been a massive bitch to put together, I guess. Oh, well. I brought my things on vacation, but I guess Vegas is... Vegas is it's a place. it's a place to go. So I'm just going to run through some of these questions. I don't know how interesting this is going to be. If it's just fucking me, I need people to rein me in a little bit. Because now I feel really out of fucking sorts. But what happened? Let's just look at the questions. Because we were at questions, I think, when we left off. So we're just gonna go for questions from now on. Sorry about the weirdness of this episode. This is a fucking mess. Mega Man X8 guy and the lack of anything funny to say this time wrote in. He says, "Hello, once more, Topher spread sword, randomized Homo sapien male of African descent, and Kingston." It's just Topher. It's just me. I noticed that all of you have worked in retail at some point, so I have a question related to that. What was a customer interaction you will never forget, no matter how frustrating, strange, or downright stupid it was? I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast, but I used to work at Sears. I was a merchandising and customer assistant. I would wake up every morning, well, not every morning, but most mornings at about 5:30 in the morning. Actually 5 o'clock, more like 5:15. And I would get to work at about 6 a.m. and I would open the store and I would do price change notifications. I would put sales stickers on things, update prices, do stock, take inventory, all that shit that salespeople are too cool to do. And apparently, this was an altercation that I kind of stepped into, but there are cardboard displays at a lot of retailers. Like, I don't know if they do it so much anymore. I haven't been to a traditional, store in a while outside of, grocery stores. But there were usually, displays, cardboard kind of, almost like Nintendo fucking Labo. Or Labo? Labios? Nintendo Labios, now on sale. There were some of these kind of set up for, craftsman tools and shit like that. It was, this big... I don't know, it was like a display of a lawn with a barn in the background and then a bunch of craftsman tools in front. But the craftsman tools were real and the barn was a 2D kind of cardboard cutout thing. And I guess one of the other MCAs, one of the other merchandising and customer assists, put a loose price sticker. I think there was maybe one 99-cent sticker that was left off on the roll, and he took it off, and instead of throwing it away, he put it on the back of the display. And some lady came in. They were like, "Can I buy this? Can I buy this cardboard display? It says it's 99 cents. It's priced at 99 cents." And they asked me this for some reason, even though I'm not a salesperson. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think you could buy that. That just because there's a price tag on something doesn't mean it's for sale. That's not a legally binding thing. There's no law that says you have. That's not a legally binding contract." And we got into this whole altercation about how no, there's a price tag on it. That means I can buy it legally. That means I can buy it. And I remember thinking if I stick a price tag on you for 99 cents, does that mean you are for sale at 99 cents? I just remember just feeling it was so insane. The idea that a price tag would be a fucking legally binding fucking contract is so fucking insane. But I remember that altercation like it was yesterday. I don't remember the display that she wanted, but also think about how pathetic. Think about how sad life must be at this given moment for you to really desperately want to get a cardboard craftsman cutout display from Sears for a sweet deal. I don't know. I could see maybe being going to a GameStop and being "Hey, can I grab this?" Because I think actually when I was at a GameStop for a midnight release, I think they were giving out some of the cardboard stuff because they were just it's just garbage. We're just gonna throw it away. And I remember thinking oh man, I want one of these Master Chief cutouts. But then I was thinking I don't have anywhere to put it. And I also don't have a ride. And I don't think my dad is going to come pick me up to bring a fucking cardboard Master Chief home. Although he should. Actually, he would. My dad's awesome. Hold on. There's a bug on Paul's decrepit head wrote in. "Hello, boys. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix yet? My friend showed it to me a week ago, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good watch. If you've seen it, what was your favorite episode? If you haven't seen it, highly recommend checking it out. Personally, I loved Bad Traveling from season 3. It's one of the larger ones, but who doesn't love a giant enemy crab? Take care in troubled times, Bug." Yeah, man. Everybody was talking about Bad Traveling, and I watched it, and it was good, but I was expecting some kind of twist. I don't know. Bad Traveling just kind of ends very unceremoniously. I think Love, Death, and Robots is really great from a tech demo perspective. I think it's really cool that these independent studios and independent creators are getting access to fantastic technology and being able to animate their own shit. I think it's awesome. And I think a lot of them are really fun. It's a far better, in my opinion, I don't know if this is controversial, but it's a far better anthology series than fucking Black Mirror, Like Black Mirror has like a handful of episodes. I think the overwhelming majority of Black Mirror kind of sucks. Like it's kind of like this, like, technology's bad, isn't it? And it's like, yep. But it doesn't really do much. Like, there's some that like San Junipero is great. White Christmas is fucking fantastic. But like I feel like most Black Mirror they just fumble the delivery really hard. Whereas like Love, Death and Robots is a lot of fun. Like I like the vacuum one with like the really ugly people in it, and all the vacuums and all the cleaning supplies start to attack. I like Bad Traveling. I like the first one with the robots meandering through like post-apocalypse, and then they find that cat at the end. I think it's cute. It's a cute show. I think they juggle tones really effectively and really well. I think it's pretty swell. I think it's cool beans. Obi, won't you blow me? Hey, Dark Tank, Height Tank, and Chris and Sween don't share any notable features. I've got a Vigigame question for you. I don't even know how the fuck that name is said. I am currently beginning to become what the fuck is this? I'm currently studying to become a game designer. For the sake of educational enlightenment, I want to ask you guys, what is something that you think a majority of game designers don't put enough focus on when designing games, level design, scoring systems, balancing, etc.? Holy shit. Something that people don't put enough focus on? I don't know, man. I feel like I have an answer to the opposite. I feel like I know what a lot of game developers put too much focus on, and that is production value or like texture work. I feel like people are really obsessed about like having like the best looking textures or like the best looking cutscenes or like the best looking everything, that they forget about style and they forget about how good the game should feel to play. Especially with a lot of animation led games. I think there are some times where it works in the game's favor. A game like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is very fucking clearly a sim game. It's supposed to be like, hey, isn't it cool that like you're living the life of this cowboy, and it's fairly realistic, like some of that engine is insane. The one they did, the one they used for Red Dead Redemption 2. I saw this one video recently of a guy fucking lassoing a guy, and the rope pulls the barrel of his shotgun up to his face, and it goes off and actually blows his head apart. It's fucking insane that's possible. Super impressive from a physics standpoint. But I feel like, there's just too much emphasis on like, wow, look at how good Aloy looks. You can see the individual hairs on her cheeks, and then you play the game and you're like, oh, this is fine. And it almost makes the game feel worse, because it's almost like a dissonance between how good the game looks versus how well it plays, which are so, like, once graphics start getting insanely good, it starts to become very, very apparent. Like, I was playing The Quarry this past week for Sacred Symbols, and there was this situation that I noticed where, like, controlling characters that look this realistic feels really dumb. Like, it feels really uncanny. It feels really, like, bizarre. That's something that I think developers put too much focus on. Like, they focus too much on making games feel and look like movies, and not enough time on making the games play as well as a video game should play. But as far as something that they don't put enough focus into, I think that varies from game to game. But I like me some momentum. I like me some tech skill. I like button glitches that help me do things faster. I like being able to skip certain animations. I like not having to hold X in front of a door and then watch my hand slowly walk up to the door console to indicate, like, yes, I have pressed the door button. You don't need that shit. Like, I just feel like a video game... Video games are at their best when they can harness some of your imagination. Like, I think that was what was so fun about a lot of old school games, especially a lot of old school horror games, which I think were like far more effective than a lot of horror games later on, was that like so much of it was implied, like so much of like you couldn't really tell exactly what was chasing you because the graphics were so crude, but you knew that it wasn't pleasant just based on sound design and general imagery and just kind of like the implication of features that were that allowed your imagination to take part. And as graphics got better, imagination became less important. But I still feel like there was an era there, specifically with the 360, where you had a great combination of both, where it's like, wow, things look great, things look highly detailed, but there's still a level of imagination that you can bestow upon the game that you're playing. Specifically, a game, I'll just use Halo as an example because it's always on my mind in some way. But I liked the idea in Halo 2, 3, and 1 that whenever you interacted with an object, whenever you interacted with a door, let's say, or whenever you interacted with a vehicle, this vehicle is flipped over, hold RB or hold X to flip. And there would be no crazy animation. There would be nothing there. It would just be your gun would still be the same way it was before, and then the car would flip. It would be like an invisible hand was coming out and doing it. Or the same thing with doors, where like you wouldn't actually put your hand up to the door. You would just press a button, and then the door would open. And what I used to do a lot in Halo Combat Evolved was I would almost make my own animations. Like if I was going to open the door, it's like, how does my Master Chief go? How does my Master Chief progress through this level? Oh, every time he opens a door, he smashes the console. And you can do that. You can like melee the fucking button and hold the right bumper to make it seem like, yeah, you hit the button with your gun, and that's kind of fun to me. I like that. And just the idea of like imagining like how your Spartan would flip a vehicle. Like, is it like with one hand and like tossing it like that? Or you could even do the melee thing where you melee the vehicle and then you hold the flip button and then you melee it to the, it's just little things like that go a long way. And I feel like as we get further along with graphical fidelity and highly detailed texture work and like overdone animations, I feel like we lose a lot of that imagination and a lot of that interactivity that used to be there. By the way, this is a lot more fucking serious and unfunny than I anticipated, but it's just me. I gotta bounce off people, and they abandoned me. One's kind of dying, so it's fair for him, but like I was left here. I was abandoned in the parking lot. I'm starving. I'm a dog in a hot car right now, Riches to the witches and priests to the stakes. That's who wrote in. I love your names, guys. What is a movie/game you think is awful, but you love the soundtrack for? For me, Tron Legacy has incredible music by Daft Punk, but nothing else is good about it. What movie game do I think is awful but love the soundtrack? Honestly, I don't think it's awful, but I don't care about Star Wars at all. I just don't. I've never cared about Star Wars. Like, I think it's kind of neat, but it has never grabbed me in the same way that it's grabbed so many others. And I'm not judging it, by the way. It's like, whatever. You do you. We all got our own things that we prefer and we love. But I will say Star Wars music is fantastic, objectively. And I think it's carried it for me for a long time. Like, anytime I play a Star Wars game, I don't care about it, but I'm enamored by it because the soundtrack is so good. Specifically that the Twin Sons theme. I don't know if it's like Luke's theme or what, but like the fucking bam bam dan dan bam 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 bam. Like I that melody is fucking awesome. Bam 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 bam. Like, it's a great fucking. That is an amazing fucking melody. Like that might be one of the most impressive individual tracks for a soundtrack that I've ever fucking heard, and I don't care about Star Wars at all. So I feel like that probably qualifies. I can't think of anything that I sincerely think is so bad that I only like the soundtrack of it. Like, I feel like typically if something has a good soundtrack, I at least care for it a little bit, which is the case with Star Wars. I like Vader a little bit. Mitch McConnell's Tortoiseshell. Hey, you three beautiful boys. It's just me. Hope you're all doing well. If you could make one of the fucked characters this podcast spawned real, which would you choose? Pete Sorman, Pete Osborne is the obvious pick for sure. He's a more recent one for sure, but I still have a soft spot for Shot Uncle Ben. I love Shot Uncle Ben. I think the premise of a perpetually shot Uncle Ben who cannot die, who is in a consistent state of permanently dying, bleeding from the chest, clutching, gasping for breath, but never receiving the respite of the peaceful last breath. Like, I think that's amazing. I think that is hilarious. And every time I see it animated in like a Snark Tank animated or be it like anything else, anytime I see like concept art of it, I just think it's fucking amazing. There was one recently by, oh my God, I don't remember we were talking about Shot Uncle Ben, but I don't remember the animator. If you look up Snark Tank animated, it'll probably be the most recent one. But I fucking adore Shot Uncle Ben. Bastion Head Joel's okay. I definitely think Pete Orman, Pete Osborne is up there, though. Like, definitely probably the best one. And let's see. Papa Jesus wrote in. He says, hey, what's good, you handsome boyos? Been a fan and supporter of the podcast for about 2 years now because the constant degeneracy nourishes my soul. But I noticed you don't get a lot of wholesome questions, so I thought I'd change that. When I was coming out of a deep depression, I realized the simple pleasures are genuinely some of life's most beautiful moments. Holy shit. Things as little as sleeping in a hammock, making people laugh, or just sipping a cold beer in the warm sun with the warm sun on my face. So my question is to you, what are some little pleasures that bring you genuine joy? Much love and respect, as always. I look forward to asking more wacky, fucked up questions in the future. Thank you, Papa Jesus. I expected a very different question from you because I feel like you usually ask fucking insipid, insane nonsense questions. I'm a sucker for a good bath, man. Like, I like a bath. Like, sometimes I'll take a bath and then I'll shower, you know? You're just sitting in like a fucking, like a scalding hot bath and listening to music and your pores are fucking open and you just feel like you're being like slow roasted. I love that fucking feeling. That is or just like the cold side of the pillow. Like, if I could, by the way, I met somebody recently who hates the cold side of the pillow, and the show's over. We're gonna end. I'm getting angry. Just thinking about it. I'm fucking upset. Oh man. Oh jeez. It makes me so upset that that's a real fucking thing. I don't know how to end this without the boys. That's all I hit all the questions for today. I don't know, man. So I guess that's it. I'm sorry that this episode got all fucked. But you know, such is the case every now and again. But I do want to say, just before we head out here, that I appreciate you guys. I love you boys, you gals, all of yous. You're all wonderful people, and we appreciate the support, even when the schedule gets fucked like this. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports. Sincerely, it means a fucking ton. Again, apologies for how fucked this episode got. But we'll be back on track soon, hopefully. I would imagine it can't be this fucked for much longer. But by the way, I'm very much stalling so I can load the Patreon names, which is taking a sincerely long time for some reason. But yeah, okay, here we go. Where's my list? Where's my list of things I got to read? If you like what you heard today, consider supporting us on patreon.com/thesnarktank. $1 a month gets you access to every episode and access to bonus solo episodes. By the way, those episodes are ad-free. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord server. That's one payment, and you're in for good. And $25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do. Joker Goofy says, you get what you fucking deserve, Maxie. I'll make my own Snark Tank with blackjack and hookers. The Fast and the Morbius Tokyo Dick. Fuck traveling overseas. I'm trying to travel into her ovaries. Mojave Scribe. Chad Thunderfuck. SpongeBob Square Tits. Elsie Bray's Pyramid Scheme. Nancy Pelosi killing a Palestinian with her massive tits. Dom, get a fucking beer glass. It's Viagra Falls in this bitch. Fresh fecal fiesta. Obi won't you blow me? A fucking prawn. Glasses are just real life FOV sliders. You're totally right. Zach Cool Number. Chris, I'm that blonde guy with the chode you met at that Scottish gay bar in Brooklyn. XOXO. That guy at the bar. Your favorite Martian is back. Tevin DeBlack. What is it? Kremlin de Gremlin. Binkus Stinkus. George Hard R. Martin. A bunch of characters that aren't English or any other language that I can't pronounce. Mitch McConnell's Tortoise Shell. St. Maxie. From the makers of They Them Pussy. They Them Come. Alls to Wall. Okay, you said it right. Mega Man X8 guy and the lack of anything funny to say this time. It's okay. Avi. And as always, rounding out our list, the king of haphazard. That's a lie. You lied. I became patron and spent $25 not to be able to come up with a clever name. Wage Slave 583. What if JFK's head just did that? I feel gay. Fuck you. Chris letting out a long why, followed by a series of why nots, after learning Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn in The Joker 2. Listen, I'm all about it, man. Lady Gaga in a fucking Harley Quinn outfit? Sign me up. And by sign me up, I mean, that's hot. Dead Inside, the Papini Brothers Emporium of Bullet-Filled Uncles, Shrinkus Funkledunk, and the Warlock who is using transversive steps, and $25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do. God, you people are evil. Paraplegics aren't people because people are bipedal. I got my glasses off, but I wear contacts. I can still see. I have PPSD, Riber525, and the misery of the sudden uptick in tomboy appreciation. I ate sidewalk chalk and cat food. I ain't afraid of no poo-poo hands touching my milk. Fun fact, the TLC channel was made in 1972 by NASA and now has educational programming geared towards retards. Have a nice day. Tell him, Steve Dave. Antiphus Maximus, the wielder of the enchanted bike lock. God is dead because Amber Heard shat in his bed. John Strickland. Mr. Rogers shows you around his crib, but he's not your neighbor. Merck's 1889. Oh my God, finally. Downey McFrowny. If I had a nickel for every time Chris was on a podcast talking of alien fucking with bestiality, I'd have 2 nickels. I was recently mentioned by name in a suicide note. KD ratio is officially over 1. Now yeet. The first cherish of Keith David. 'Tis the season to be gay. I want Tarantino to write a Star Trek movie where Samuel L. Jackson is God and Kirk has to fight him to the death and says the N-word. That would definitely be the worst thing. Drunken Doulahan. Pre-Roz. It ain't a kick in the dick. Ain't it a kick in the dick? Come, man. The man of come. Blake896. Hey, boss. Wants Sween to know that his taste in movies is bad and Shang-Chi was mid as fuck. Ryan Lucchese. Lucchesi, whatever. Sloshy Scout. Inside. We both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're going to play it. Depraved McBooty Warrior. Booty. Hard Hat Skydiver, Alaskan Oilfield Trash, Marcus Shorten, Game Controller 25. My friend hates your take on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Please apologize to him because he keeps bringing it up. Nope. It's ugly. Lobotomized Jesus at his Mary Band of Figure Nuggets. Dahal de Nostra. Somebody feed somebody forks and they fuck toasters. I just don't know. The only stick I touch while driving is my penis, parentheses, I masturbate while driving. Wasn't an escalation, but a brief moment of levitation. Sweeney's clown pussy goes honk honk. Yummy, 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 come inside my tummy. Jackson. Forgot what I was saying. Jackson Absage, Badly Brave, Hugger Dark, the movie theater manager, Aetherian, Chris Gate, Mepagerian Hunting Ass, Melphis 1, the Warlock Hexblade Supremacist recently achieved Lichdom, Richter 86, and as always, at the end of our list, King of Haphazard. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your patience. I sincerely did. I mean, it's a bit of a double whammy, a triple whammy kind of, between the technical difficulties, the fact that I am not in my normal place, and the fact that, Derek is dead and Sweeney is just ran away to Vegas. So this episode was a fucking mess. Next one will be better. I promise. Bye. We love you. I care about you, sort of. Not as much as family or friends, but I was going to say but close, but not exactly close. Better, more than, you know what I mean?